Hey, this is ABD Raj from agencyweb3o.com, and today in this video, I'm going to share some insights from my client acquisition strategy. So basically, social media algorithm and any platform you're using that actually designed to steal your attention. Okay, so the algorithm wants you to be the content creator. Okay, so they want you just create content and content, but actually you have to be a deal closer. Okay, if you don't have any strategy to stay in focused, you cannot fight these giant platforms. Okay, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, any platform, they are just designed to steal all your attention. You cannot really fight back because it's so powerful. It's pure psychological. Okay, once you start scrolling, you keep scrolling for hours, you can't even notice. Okay, so you have to have something in place that will help you to fight back all these platforms. Okay, I use newsfeed blocker extension in my Chrome browser, so I don't see the newsfeed, but when I use my phone, I really can't help. Okay, so I try to keep my phone away from my desk when I work here. So it's deadly, it's very dangerous. Okay, so if you can't focus, no matter how powerful strategy you have, you can't generate any clients. Okay, so it's not about the strategy. Okay, ad works, email marketing, cold outreach works, everything works. Okay, so number one problem is focus. Okay, you don't need more hours, you don't need more strategies, but you need more focus. The more you stay focused, the more dangerous you become. Okay, so mark my word. I had to start a new agency today. I'll do this. I'll pick one industry and set up a simple service based on AI. Okay, I'll create a package or something like that. So I'll productize my service. Okay, then I'll set up my Facebook and LinkedIn profile. Okay, I don't focus more than two platforms, okay, at a time. Facebook and LinkedIn is fine, or you can focus on Facebook and Reddit, or you can focus on LinkedIn and Reddit, whatever works for you. Okay, so do it. Then I will choose one or two related and active communities. It could be Facebook groups and even subreddits, or there are many private communities, Slack based or Discord or something based on your industry. Okay, find one and start engaging there. Then I will create a Google sheet like this. Okay, one you see there. This is the main concept. Uh, the branding, how you optimize your profiles, and what should be your regular activities. Everything is written here, and then how you start your networking. Okay, and how you start outreach. I'm not talking about the cold outreach, the traditional cold outreach, but if you know how to personalize the offer and how to approach, so that kind of cold outreach that we are doing, that's definitely not with volume. That's very limited number per day and everything. Okay, this is the main template about this concept, and based on all this concept, based on this whole concept, I created a client acquisition management sheet. Okay, so here's the master data, here's the feed, here's the engage tab, here's leads, here's pipeline, here's client portal, and here's how to use it. Okay, the concept is very simple to understand. You just have to find some highly targeted people that are very active on their profile. It could be LinkedIn, it could be Instagram, it could be LinkedIn, it could be X, or it could be Facebook, based on your preferences. Okay, then you just make sure they have enough followers and they're actively posting on their profile. Okay, at least 2 to 3 times a week. Then you can actually list their profile on your database. Okay, your goal is to make them your friends, connect them properly, engage, interact with them every day. So when you are actively interacting with them, you not only make them your good connections, you also get the access on their network, right? Because when you are interacting with them regular basis, their friends, their followers, their connections, they're also seeing your activities on their profile, right? This is how you actually getting into a precise network. Okay, a quality network, right? So you are basically always engaging with your industry leaders, and you are slowly getting inside their network, and instead of focusing everywhere, you are actually engaging with the same people every day. And this is very powerful. This is pure psychological. So once you properly engage with them, you easily get a reply from them. Okay, so this is how it works. And also, you always interact with one or two communities, related and active communities. You don't have to follow 10 different groups, 10 different communities. Okay, just one or two, that's it. Okay, you can also create your own Google sheet, something like this. Okay, based on your preferences and your target industries. Okay, and also here, look at this here. And see the management sheet here. I created a database, then feed, then engage tab, then hot leads tab, pipeline, and client portal, and the guide of how to use this management sheet. Okay, so based on this concept, I created even better solution here. Okay, with airtable.com. So you can also do the same, and there are many other platforms. You can just use AI and create your client acquisition system for yourself. So this app style interface I'm using from my mobile, and I'm using this from my desktop. Okay, so if I change the status from here, let's say this guy is in my prospect list. Okay, so if I change the status hot leads, if you see here, I refresh here, this data appeared here in hot leads tab. Okay, so this is how it works. It's fully functional. I created for myself. You can also create yours. Okay, and there are different columns. So I can add their business details. I can add notes, last interactions, and the follow-up notes, their business data, and their recent activities and everything. Okay, you can also customize your sheet based on your preferences. So I created this way. This is very simple. Look at this here. When I open my mobile and laptop, I just look at here in my prospects. Okay, I just visit their profile, interact with them, and go back. My ultimate goal is to make them my ultimate goal is to engage with them. And once I engaged with someone, I just simply put them in engaged tab. Okay, and once I put them in engaged tab, I try to convert them into leads. That's it, simple. Okay, so this is how I track and run my client acquisition strategy. Okay, so anyone can do this. This is so simple. It's all about to stay focused and cut all the distraction. Okay, so thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, bye.